Welcome to the top 10 most pulled comic books for May 1st, 2024. I'm Mike Spiderslayer. Welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0. If you love daily comic book content, if you love me helping you make decisions on what comic books to buy, you guys came to the right place. Why don't you consider hitting that subscribe button? This is the video series where each and every week you get to see what other people are most excited about, what they're putting on their pull list from the website leagueofcomicgeeks.com. It's absolutely for free for you to use, so you can create a pull list of your own. So this data is collected throughout the comic book week, and I like to release it right before new comic book day. So again, you get to see what people are most excited about. Before we dive into it, guys, if you want to consider becoming a member of my YouTube channel, as low as 99 cents gets you early access to my videos. That's pretty cool. You also get stickers for your comments on regular comments and during live streams, and you get monthly badges to flex how long you've been a member of my YouTube channel. And of course, guys, it's much appreciated even if you don't become a member. I love hearing your guys' thoughts and comments as well. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started with this week's episode. So I always like to have a few books on the outside looking in. And this week we also have new comic book day books sprinkled in there, as well as people are putting on their pull list that they want to pick up. So the outside looking in numbers are looking pretty bleak here. So my technically number 15 book is Weapon X-Men. This is issue 3. This is a 32-page comic for the price of $4. This book has only 1,709 pulls. Now remember, this is not all definitive, right? This is no sale number. This is just what people are most excited about, and based off of this website, people are not very excited about this one. I didn't like it either. I thought it was a little all over the place for me. And this one is written by who we have, Christos Gage, and the art is done by Yolandri Sinar. I read 2 issues of this and I'm like, yeah, I'm done. There's no reason for this to really exist. But if you're looking to have some fun with it, hey, check it out, see what it's about. The next book that's on the outside looking in is The Walking Dead Deluxe. This is issue 88. This is funny that this is on the higher end of people's pull lists. This one has 1,944. It's not breaking any records, but still, you expect something to be lower that a lot of people have already read, right? Robert Kirkman is the writer. Charlie Adlard is the inker and the artist in this book. What can I say about Walking Dead? I mean, if you've never read it and this is your first time reading it, a spectacular story. This should be on top of your pull list to read each and every week. I loved every issue of this series. Our third book that's on the outside looking in is the Superman House of Brainiac special. This is issue 1. This is a 48-page comic for the price of $6. And this book has 2,376 pulls. This is written by Joshua Williamson and the art is done by Edwin Galman. Now, I can understand why people are a little hesitant about picking this one up, as this is a gap between part 2 and part 3, and this is kind of like a fill-in story of what's going on with like Lois, and and Jimmy, and just different types of characters in Metropolis while this whole thing is going on. So we'll see what this one has to offer. I'm pulling this one myself. Book number 4 that's on the outside looking in is Deadpool and Wolverine World War III. This is issue 1. I would expect this book to be a little higher on people's lists. This is a 36-page comic for the price of $5. And this book has 2,388 pulls. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there buying the variants. Remember, the variants are not included in the pull. It's just this particular main cover. This one's written by Joe Kelly and the art is done by Adam Kubert. I'm excited for this. I want to see the dynamic between the 2 characters here. I'm looking forward to that Adam Kubert artwork. I think if this is written right, this could be a fun comic book, and by word of mouth, this one could go up in popularity. Our final book that's on the outside looking in, I'm a little surprised at this one because I thought it would be reversed, right? This is Blood Hunt Red Band Edition, issue 1. It's a 48-page comic for $7. This is the explicit Blood Hunt book, right? This is polybagged. It's got 8 more pages. Yes, you pay $1 more for that, but it's got more gore and stuff like that. So I thought more people would be pulling it. We'll see the comparison in a minute. This one has 2,614 pulls. The writer here is Jed MacKay, which I'm excited about, and the art is done by Pepe Larraz, which I'm also excited about. I'm hoping when it comes to this event that it surprises us, kind of like Beast World did. I thought Beast World was a book that I never would like, and when I read the first couple issues, I was like, man, this is a great event. So I'm going to keep my fingers crossed that Marvel does something great here, but I'm not going to hold my breath at the same time, right? So officially hitting that number 10 spot, we have Blood Hunt issue 1. It's a 40-page comic for $6. So again, 8 pages less for $1 less. And this comes in at the number 10 spot, only by about 100 pulls. This has 2,707 pulls. Same thing, like I said, Jed MacKay, Pepe Larraz. Not too much to say again about Blood Hunt, but I know a lot of people are probably not going to buy this because they're tired of Marvel events, and I totally get it, right? They're cash grabs, things like that, and this is a way for people to save some money while this event goes on, because this does take place in a lot of your favorite Marvel comics. So if you're not into vampires, you're not into Blade, this is something that you're like, hey, you know what? I'm going to buy maybe some back issues. I'm going to buy some trade paperbacks. I'm going to buy some DC Comics. So, yeah, take it what it is, but leave me comments in the comments below if you're passing up on this event in its entirety. Hitting that number 9 spot, we have King Spawn, issue 33. This is a $3 comic. Again, probably one of the best prices in comics today are these Spawn books. And while learning to cope with his new status quo, Al receives a message from someone who he thought has been long dead. If you guys have been reading this series, you might know who it is, or maybe not. This book does have 2,873 pulls, and this book is written by Todd McFarlane, and the art is done by Javier Fernandez. Now, King Spawn is a book I don't read. I currently read Spawn and Gunslinger Spawn. I feel that's enough for me, but I do want to know in the comments below, what do you guys think of King Spawn, and what is your favorite Spawn book that you are currently reading? Coming in at number 8, we have Harley Quinn 2024 Annual. This is issue 1. This is a 48-page comic for the price of $6. This book has 3,492 pulls. This is an annual. I don't think this book is going to mean very much. This book is written by Erica Henderson, right? And listen, this is a book about Harley Quinn going on a cruise ship. So if you want to read that, go for it. Me, I'm going to pass on that. Like, have we come to this point when it has to deal with Harley that she's going on cruise ships now? Like, what's going on with the character, man? I don't know. It looks like Zatanna's going to be in this one as well. So if you want to pick this one up, go for it. But I think I will pass. Hitting the number 7 spot goes to Vengeance of Moon Knight. This is issue 5. We now know who the new Moon Knight actually is. That has been revealed in the last issue. The legacy numbering is 235. This is a 28-page comic book for $5. When it comes to the pulls on this one, it does have 3,648 pulls. The writer is Jed MacKay, and our art is done by Alessandro Capicchio. The art is gorgeous in this book. It's some of the best artwork in Marvel Comics right now. Now that you know who this new Moon Knight is, right? What did you guys think of that? And does that deter you from reading this comic book, or does that keep you reading this comic book? So let me know those thoughts in the comments below. Hitting the number 6 spot, which is great because last time this was number 11, and this is the Invincible Iron Man. This is issue 18. Legacy numbering 668. 28 pages for the price of $4. This book does have 3,802 pulls. It's probably up because it is a light week and it is free comic book day week on top of it. The writer of this book is Jerry Duggan, who, again, I will say, writes a much better Iron Man book than X-Men book. And the penciler here is Chris Lee. This book is great because this time around we're going to have Magneto teaming up with Iron Man, defeating the Orchis Sentinels as we found out the plan of Orchis. Not only are they betraying the mutants or not working with the mutants or destroying mutants, but they're also not working with humans anymore, as well as they want complete domination. We got revealed that most recently. So now we will get to see how these two characters interact with each other. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Hitting that number 5 spot, we have Flash 2024 Annual Issue 1, 48 pages for the price of $6. Flash has 4,159 pulls. This book does seem like it has a solid annual story to it. Central City does need help dealing with bizarre new threats, because Wally West is MIA. So now you have Wallace West, Avery Ho, and Circuit Breaker are here to help to save the day. I don't know, sounds like it could be a lot of fun. Let me know in the comments below if you guys are still reading Flash and if you're interested in this annual. This one's written by Simon Spurrier and the art is done by Tom Denerick. Listen, I fell off after issue 2. If you're sticking with it, let me know again in those comments below. Hitting that number 4 spot, which is still holding strong, The Incredible Hulk, issue 12, legacy numbering 793. 28-page comic for the price of $4. This book has 4,531 pulls. This book is written by Philip Kennedy Johnson. Nick Klein is back on the artwork. Hallelujah for that one, guys. And it looks like the Hulk is going to be meeting with Brother Voodoo to see if he can save Charlie's immortal soul. If you read the last story arc with the character or creature by the name of Frozen Charlotte, he basically, or she basically, changed Charlie into this like little China doll. And now Hulk has to solve that problem. Does it progress the story? We'll see. Hopefully we get Nick Klein staying on the artwork a little bit longer, but I want to see some story progression, baby. So let's keep our fingers crossed for the Incredible Hulk. Here we go. Top 3 in a very lackluster week. Remember that. We have the Immortal Thor, issue 10. The legacy numbering here is 771. This is a 28-page comic for the price of $5. This book has 4,670 pulls. Your writer here is Al Ewing, and your art is done by Carlos Magno. I don't know too much to say about Immortal Thor. I just read that Roxxon issue, and that was hilarious. I don't know who else is reading Immortal Thor out there, but if you're enjoying it, let me know in the comments below. Is it good? Is it bad? Has it gone over your head? Did you like the last run of Thor better? All that stuff. Again, just let me know in the comments below, guys. Coming in at number 2, and we have a huge jump in pulls here, and this is for X-Men issue 34. You might be surprised, but people do want to see how this whole Krakoan age ends. This is 28 pages for the price of $4. The pull on this one is 7,367. Your writer here is Jerry Duggan, and the art is done by Joshua Cassera. The end is near. The Krakoan age is nearly at an end, and what might be the final battle of the heroes of Krakoa. One last stop before the fall and rise come to their conclusion and everything changes. So there you go. It's almost done, guys. It's right around the corner. And again, you might not have read the whole thing, but you might want to see how it ends and how it leads into what's to come for the X-Men. And the number 1 most pulled comic book for April 30th, 2024 goes to an annual. I would never think that would ever happen, in my opinion, when it came to this. But yes, it goes to an annual, guys, and that is Nightwing 2024 Annual Issue 1, 48 pages for the price of $6. This book has 9,278 pulls. Now, this book is written by Travis Moore, and the colors is done by Avin Placiana. And this one is focusing on Beatrice Bennett, the ex-girlfriend of Rick Grayson, right? Now, I don't remember who wrote the last run. Was it Travis Moore? I don't know. I don't remember. But why are we so heavily invested in Bea? More than anything, is she such a key role to this run? I don't know. Do I think it's kind of cool, though, that they did create the character and they continued her story? Yeah, I guess so. I guess you got a little bit more character development there, but I was shocked to see that this book is focused around her. But Nightwing once again reigns supreme on the top most pulled, and I think last time it had over 10,000 pulls. So I think people are going to want to see how this whole story ends up with Tom Taylor's run, and there's also diehard fans when it comes to the Nightwing character. So there you have it, webheads. There are the top 10 most pulled comics for May 1st, 2024. What are you guys excited for? Let me know in the comments below. And again, check out LeagueOfComicGeeks.com. It's absolutely for free. This is not a paid sponsorship, but it's cool to create your pull list to see what other people are buying, right? And if you love the content, there's more content right here for you to click on. And of course, guys, support those local comic shops. Keep buying, keep collecting, but more importantly, always read your comics so we can have some great comic conversation. And guys, I will see you on New Comic Book Day.